Namaste. This is my beloved village Fulera. Surrounded by greenery, the river flows by and homes are filled with families deciding together. My name is Sharda and I live here with my husband, children and mother-in-law. My day starts with tending to the chores of the household. As the day progresses, I go up the hill to collect firewood and collect grass for the cattle, followed by spending time with the family and discussing how their day went by. Let me share my experiences of participating in the Village Poverty Reduction Plan process, a community-based planning exercise which was conducted in a successful way in our Fulera Gram Panchayat. The Gram Sabha has been a highlight in the process and a great learning experience indeed. Attending the self-help group and village organization meetings are an important part of my life as well. I have been a part of these women's federations since the past 5 years, where we work together towards thrift and credit activities, livelihood generation and welfare of the village. Today, we had a special meeting with Roshni Didi, an active VO member in our village, who discussed VPRP. What is this? A new scheme? A survey, I wondered. We all were curious to know more about it. As she went on explaining, we got to know that VPRP is a plan by the community to bring about development in our own village, from livelihood to infrastructure development, government schemes and social campaigns as well. Not only will we be able to place our demands, we will also be the ones approving it in the Gram Sabha. I cannot remember the last time we had a Gram Sabha in our Panchayat, let alone the participation in it. I feel like this brought a new hope to our SHG members, as we will not only get an opportunity to place demands according to our needs, but also get to prioritize it collectively as well. Our weekly SHG meeting is going to be held today. Earlier this month, we filled the demands for the entitlement and the livelihood plan. Even though we took time to understand the exercise at first, it was helpful as we got to know about so many government schemes which we can avail. As the meeting is progressing, Sachiv Didi is explaining to us about how this time our representation, participation and even presentation is going to be very important for the Gram Sabha to be successful. Presentation of what kind? Didi further explains about how VPRP submission is a separate agenda for special Gram Sabhas, and the VO or SHG representatives will be at the forefront of presenting the VPRP for approval from all the citizens. Presentation matlab speaking in front of the whole Gram Sabha. As I was thinking to myself, I heard my name being taken. What about Sharda Didi? She will do a great job at this presentation. She's always so attentive in the meetings as well. But there is only 1 month to go for the Gram Sabha. How will I prepare? So many questions came to my mind at that moment, even though I was excited to represent our SHG. Just then, my fellow Didi supported me, saying they will stand by me and help me prepare. For the presentation. This motivated me so much more. The preparations for the Gram Sabha have started in full swing. We have been preparing the materials for presentation, getting familiarized with the VPRP demands, practicing our parts and working towards making this a success. Roshni Didi has been there with us throughout the process, guiding us constantly. As I practice my lines here, she tells me to speak more distinctly and take up the social development plan. I shall be explaining the issues we are talking about, how the plans were made, and what are the future interventions we are planning. Along with my work at home, I try to prepare for a few minutes each day, and my kids also help me with this a lot. We have a big task ahead of us. There are just 15 more days to go. I'm very nervous because this is the first time I have taken up such a big challenge. I understand the importance of people's participation in Gram Sabha now, but we have to encourage many others to come. Today, I had a conversation with my family on this. I tried to communicate with them what I had learned so far, and they seemed excited to come along with me for the Gram Sabha. I, along with other women, are also planning to stick posters and visit my friends' houses, motivating everyone above the age of 18 to attend. In fact, we got a list of contacts for the line department officials and block officials from the GP secretary and took up the task of inviting them for the Gram Sabha as well. Monday is here, and what we waited for so long is finally happening today. By 11 o'clock, everyone assembled in the ground near the school. Along with the president, secretary and BDO, I saw representatives of the line department had also marked their presence for the Gram Sabha. After overcoming my initial jitters, I explained in front of everyone the work that we had been doing over the last month. I presented on behalf of all the women our VPRP plan, and we also had a detailed discussion on the social issues of illiteracy that our village had decided to take up. As the floor was opened for questions and approval from fellow citizens, we were pleased to see that a number of them raised their concerns with regards to various components of the VPRP. For instance, an elderly member from my village asked for clarifications regarding his old age pension application, which had been pending for 2 years now. In response to this, the secretary noted down their name, ward number and other details with the promise of following up on the status of the application. It was good to see the Gram Sabha being utilized as the platform it is meant to be. After the Gram Sabha was concluded, I received many accolades, not only from the people of my village, but also from our president, secretary and block officials. They appreciated how well I presented the plan in front of such a large group. This made me feel very confident, and I was These 3 months have passed by so fast, teaching us valuable lessons of the power of collectivizing our efforts for larger development. This entire process has reaped our village of more benefits than we had thought of in the beginning of this process. We managed to get adult literacy classes started in our Panchayat. All Didis of my VO can write their names and sign on their own now. There have also been a few new infrastructural developments. We have a concrete road leading to the school. Our VO also got a new office. Personally too, my life has become much easier. After placing a demand for a LPG cylinder and getting the same, I don't have to gather wood anymore and can spend more time with my children. My health has also improved because of that. My husband started working in MGNREGS after getting a job card. We plan on saving that money for our children's education. I am sure this is the first of many more years to come where we conduct such planning processes and review our access to various welfare measures provided by the government. This process has been very empowering for our entire women's collective, and in our unity we have found strength.